Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video highlights of the match between DarkZero and M80 during the Six Invitational 2025. Want to remind that you have opportunity to support the channel on the Patreon page. Find the link in the description or in the comments. Enjoy.
No. And I am a cool guy. No. We'll workshop it. FaZe, who's been not great so far this tournament, was highlighted by the desk. Jesse, he gets off.
Obviously, choosing not to this time around. And maybe have the map controlled.
That was NJR playing in that position for the last 30 seconds, Jesse. Just with the DZ vibes. I don't know what it is. Despite that, they're still in a good spot. Nitro Cell from Nave will collect Kino Spoit Dines as well. 2 for DZ as we hit the 1 minute to go mark.
Yeah, the flashbangs to the force Nave to rotate back to the bottom floor as well. Leaving his 2 teammates, Bolo and Kobe, alone. Bolo falls. An answer, though, coming out from Packer as he finds another pick, leaves Nave all alone in the 1v3.
He's going to have to contend with that big shield of Gunner and 2 other players who will eventually be in the action. Diffuser's the one getting the plant down. Packer, the final kill. Nave has now been put in a position where he can retake it. The Bandit, too, is fallen off towards Drum. Nave almost getting a read on the Blackbeard. Gunner sustaining a lot of damage, but Gunner somehow emerges from that in the wrong direction. Now a follow-up from Spoit. Much with that opening, it just works to push the defenders out of that position. M80 didn't want to hold Geisha, so they've maneuvered somewhere else, and Kobe was waiting for it. So was Nave. Cozy, but boy, oh boy, the warmth will guide them forwards. Now it's Diffuser marching on up, finishing off what remains of Kobe, but through the soft wall, he's taken down. Nave will struggle to...
Year-old's attending his 5th invitational in a row.
One thing I will say about all these DZ players, they have a lot of deaths as well. So, I mean, 114 kills might look great, but if you've got 107 deaths, you kind of wonder what's going on there, right? Kobe's in a very similar position. FaZe is the one player who is having a rough go of it on DZ consistently. One of his worst tournaments in a very long time.
Use that skeleton key from below, playing around the hatches. Now he will begin with some pings inside of Geisha. Does he find Kobe? He does.
It's a tough angle to engage at. NJR sustaining some damage from that brouhaha as well. He's hugging that bomb chassis very tightly upstairs inside of T. Bolo, a desperate attempt down below, but Spoit wins the engagement, catches him off guard, and it's NJR now, hunted by the bees inside of T, all alone in a 1v.
Be a huge surprise.
And do you expect this to become more attacker-sided the longer we see Skyscraper get played? Like, conventional wisdom suggests no, but this matchup might be an outlier. The attackers have the advantage in terms of numbers, and now they have an advantage in this round. NJR, 0-3. He's the first to die.
Nave follows him right to the grave, though. Diffuser picks up a great second pickup, and M80's pushes have looked flawless. Gunner finds Kobe as well. Bolo's got the vert angle, so that's something. Takes down the Blackbeard, but the desperation plays just aren't working for DarkZero. Bolo's gonna need to ace to win this round for DZ. And although he's hit some great shots, wait, could he do it?
Bolo's looking for more. This is the same area where he died in the previous round. He was hoping for that rotate panel that leads into cans, storage, delivery, whatever teams refer to it as. Pantry. This is very winnable. Nitro Cell goes out, nobody home. Bolo, the very tough task of emerging, but the moment Kino had the read on him.
Nave ratting on a mute jammer. Watch out, as Spoit's making a lot of noise down below. They don't seem to be aware of Nave's position. He goes for a swing now, but caught by Diffuser.
Up for support. Both of them now looking towards Terrace, and Nitro Cell will go out by Kobe. An awful lot of damage has been done. No kills secured. Bolo kills Kobe with his own smoke. Oh my goodness. FaZe, though, tearing through them inside of Terrace. Flattened both by the Monty and Packer over his shoulder. NJR will need to break that goose egg if DarkZero wants a chance at this round. Kino has boxed him out. Bolo is there for some added pressure. But now it's NJR in a 1v2. The shield of Kino and Spoit on that Ash. Spoit on very limited HP. NJR will need to take back the bomb site, and Spoit knows exactly where he's going to come from. Spoit should be prepared for this. NJR gives his position away. Spoit needs to go for the reload. NJR wins the duel, but the Diffuser is down, and he's in a 1v1 against a Montaigne. Oh my. Kino can still bottle this. I mean, he's going for kills at this point.
It's harder post-nerf to win this 1v1.
You never want to find yourself in this position, though, Jesse. It doesn't matter. It's still a Monty. And I do agree with you. Kino is trying to give him nothing. Trapped in the corner. NJR going for the legs. Kino playing this one perfectly so far. Frustration from NJR as he gets so far away from the defuse kit. That's the round for M80 as Kino tries for a full 360. NJR will get nothing as finally steps in a goo mine. The Monty goes down, but 6% of the time. It means one of them will almost certainly be in every round. Oh my. Bolo gets hit by a drive-by. A Packer on the window. Kino pummeling NJR. NJR did get 2 kills in the previous round. They weren't very worthwhile. Bambazu coming alive, slaughtered by the glass. Out goes a Nitro Cell, and Nafe pushes the issue. A smart read as the Nitro Cell goes sailing over top of the glass. M80 still has an advantage in numbers. This has been a very quick round, Jesse. 120 still to play.
Salvageable, though. Kobe knows this is an angle. He walks in, takes the gunfight, wins it over Spoit. That's equal numbers now. Diffuser and Packer, the last 2 alive in the top floor. They'll get the man advantage once again, though.
Kobe will need to go for 3 here. As Nave is down, Diffuser and Packer left alive, but it's M80 who gets nothing.
Gunner, I believe, playing on this angle. Hoping to be front man.
They vault on in, and again, not really being able to influence much of this map. Spoit takes NJR down. Now it's Nave's turn in the afterlife. Gunner with a 2nd kill. Bambazu falters. GG go next territory. Jesse, you called it yourself. I mean, we are 90 seconds into this round. Bolo and Kobe are the last 2 standing. Bolo is downstairs and in the building, but Kobe is nowhere close. He was trying to take care of a Selma over towards Terrace that we last saw. More impressive, I think, is that no damage was done. Half of every single round that they've played. None of the fancy numbers look very good. NJR cut off a wire. Bambazu dies to Packer. And what did we say here? Diffuser goes for a run out because why not at this point? Take matters into your own hands. Kobe sprinting in, taking down Spoit, but his run comes to an end at the hands of Packer. Packer, one of the lowest rated players in this entire event, period, Jesse.
Yeah. No, he's been fantastic today, though. Bolo hunting for even more. Kino backs off. Packer's been exceptional. Another frag now on the Nafe.
And Kino's gonna go close up to deal with this Blackbeard, keep him at bay. Even a 1v1, let alone a 1v3.
Got a great defensive positioning, all these crossfires.
He manages to get 1 drop, hold on! We've set the scene here for Bolo to pull off the most improbable clutches. Kino will back away as he sees his team shrink down in size. Packer a little bit out of reach, unretrievable. Kino with no utility. He manages to escape and he runs outside. Bolo has full control of the site. Keep in mind the smoke is isolated for 20 seconds. Kino is outdoors. Bolo will go for the vault out. Kino escapes inside. He might have an opportunity to get a Packer, but instead the call is to go back underneath the bomb site and just wait it out. Bolo has played this so well, but he doesn't have access to the fuser, Jesse. And with 2 seconds to go, it will end up being the most heartbreaking round for DarkZero that we saw on Skyscraper.
It looked like DZ was a little rattled because even in the last clip right there, Kobe jumping over the rafters with the pistol out.
That made both me and you were like, what are you doing?
I think DZ kind of lost the plot a little bit in the middle of the round, and they were just trying to grasp at straws and just.
Classic DarkZero would be to ban Azami, but as I've said, they've been banning a lot less Azami at this event. M80 perma-banned Tubarão. I couldn't find a single game where they didn't ban the Tubarão on Clubhouse, so we'll see if they keep up the pace. And certainly no surprises coming out for our final ban of the map. The entirety of the round is likely going to be unknown. Never mind. He immediately moves off the mute jammer and immediately gets tracked by the Deimos. So they're going to...
Down goes Kino. The smoke is gone. Spoit is obviously caught as well by DarkZero as both teams will come to blows. NJR now taking an awful lot of damage. Nave getting Diffuser down, and 2 players from DZ will be watching this. It's all Bambazu, though, as NJR is unsuccessful. Gunner taken out inside of Church, and Nave, who had abandoned the plant moments. Scoreline would suggest it was a blowout. Down goes Spoit as Bambazu shows no fear, breaking in from construction into bedroom. There's an old Diffuser. Nafe will wait for some level of information. Oh my! As Diffuser gets slaughtered through the wall, Gunner, another kill. Nafe finishes off what Pambazoo had started, but Nafe will have to get into the building with that kit. He's only got 30 seconds to do that. A vault into weight room, seemingly likely.
Been chaos so far. That Nitro not going to land on anyone outside the building. This one, though, outside the gym window, also not landing. Here come the flashbangs to set up this push. They've wasted all their util, Parker.
And Nave is now in. Packer on the board. MP7s for the defenders, getting all the kills so far. A wraparound from Kino, looking to exploit the time and the distraction. It's all up to Packer to clutch. He takes down one. Nave in a compromising position, but Nave for the second round in a row. Just remember standing next to Nick on multiple occasions, watching the man descend into madness. Spoit's having a rough go of this. Pambazoo is actually the first to die. Gunner again leading the way on these opening picks. Kobe answers back, and Spoit is now left to potentially bleed out. Kino might be his savior on red stairs. Gunner with all 3 opening picks to start off Clubhouse, and it has been in vain. He killed Bolo in round 1, he killed Bolo in round 2, he kills Pambazoo in round 3. These are high-profile targets. This round is gone. DZ crushing M80, a perfect rotation.
I think he's really been able to silence a lot of people, though.
Speak of
Okay.
Spoit breaking his goose egg, traded back by Pamba immediately, but the stats will show that as 4 rounds.
Now it's 2 dirt, 2 blue from DarkZero, by the way. This is a weird push.
He's not done talking.
I'm just saying.
Okay, well, some small mistakes were made. Bolo running ahead of Nave to deal with the Kiba barrier, and things go from bad to worse. DarkZero bottling their lead. Pambazoo and NJR is the last 2 remaining now. Historically, that would be a terrifying thing for their opponents, but with the way that they've played so far this event, it's not necessarily as formidable as usual. Pambazoo takes down Packer, expecting a follow-up, so he's prepared and ready, as now it's NJR over towards blue. They will give him no quarter. A swing from the panel. Diffuser gets 1 kill. Pambazoo choked off from inside a church, and Diffuser actually gets both of those kills. It seems like they might. M80 have such a strong defense right now that DZ are troubleshooting it, but not finding a ton of success. Spoit maybe over peaks on that. He dies. NJR takes out Packer as a grenade sails off in the distance. DarkZero back to their winning ways, Jesse. It sure seems like it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a strong construction side hold. Pamba's still down below, too. Don't forget about him. He's currently playing main stairs. Will come up for a late pinch during this execute. Kobe's got this ability to gather information as well. In the 3v5, you got to question, is somebody on M80 going to make some kind of a move? But these Kobe canisters, though, they maybe don't have to.
They will hold Kobe at bay for the remainder of this round, but Kino gets shot away at through the soft wall, out on the window. Kobe will wait for those flames to go, but M80 are still taking engagements, fighting raw up on the stairs. It was time and time again. It's now M80's turn to get trampled underfoot, as DarkZero just, it's a little too strong at the moment. Bolo with the very first kill. Down goes Spoit. DZ had some troubles getting early picks. Gunner somehow gets away because Bolo was entertained elsewhere. Pambazoo is quick on his feet. He finds one before defeat.
Even more difficult to enter the site, although the can opener does deal with the Kiba shortly after.
Good, how much more impossible this execute would be for DarkZero if you had to blow them up with explosives, right? Bolo finds his second kill. They're all competing to take care of Kino. Kino, right now, no kills whatsoever. Will he go out the first half on the scoreboard? They line up for him, and no, the answer is he will not. Early in half of the rounds here on Clubhouse, but DarkZero's still winning despite it. I mean, maybe you sacrifice Bolo and good things happen. I'm not entirely sure. Pambazoo was having a great game up to this point. He dies at the hands of Spoit, the bottom of main stairs. Advantage now swinging in favor of M80 as they get their first kick at the can here on attack, but then it falls apart shortly thereafter. Diffuser dropped, Spoit still alive. Nitro Cell sails over top of him. Keep a barrier in front of Spoit's eyes, disappears. And who Raptors control at the moment. I mean, granted, this is not the bomb site. Oh my, a misplay by Spoit as he doesn't expect for all of these players from Dark. Kobe's got a little closer too. Oh,
nice.
David juggled the shield down. He goes to the hands of Diffuser. This has been non-stop action over the last 50 seconds.
Yeah, Diffuser using that pistol from down below to get a free floor bang, and that will be another one as Packer lines him up. NJR, the last alive, as Spoit finds Bolo. Parker, I don't know if we're seeing the 7-1. We may have overhyped it.
I think so too. He misses a golden opportunity.
I feel like these are slightly different can openers.
Oh my. Bambazu with a read onto the soft wall. That matchup will confirm their spot on main stage this weekend. Kobe with yet another kill. Down goes Packer. Spoit and Kino last two alive. Spoit finally getting a kill. It came in the previous round. He and Spoit have their work cut out for them now as they just inch their way into the bomb site. There's gas to greet them, and DarkZero have an opportunity to put this one away with a flawless round. Kino on a single point of HP. He was jovial in all spirits. Nave hits him with the exact same message. Kobe joins in as well. And their prediction was correct. See you next map.
Even though they have a new IGL, it's still the same roots. They're more relaxed when it comes to a comfortable situation in Clubhouse. It's a map that's been around since the start of the game, and DZ have obviously always been pretty decent on it because it's a consistent map. They know exactly what they need to do on it. They just needed to execute.
I think
Gunner was on that operator at the start of this series. They will remove it now. And Azami, DZ, go back to their roots with the Azami ban. I appreciate that, especially because the last time we saw it, I saw they went for an Echo ban instead here on Bank against G2. So they're going kind of more.
Breathe in some of that gas. It propagates correctly. Bolo out of this position, and now you've got the Yokai drone. The Packer will sneak into action. Look at that. It's so secret. 9 players still alive, make that 8. Kino dies, NitroCell gets caught. DarkZero think they have it going. No opportunity for Packer to get on that Yokai. Gunner with 2 kills, and immediately DZ gets out of there. They'll shoot away at the soft wall. The case down on the ground. Gunner will have to go for an engagement, just narrowly missing the head of one of the 2 players of DarkZero who are holding that hatch. Gunner's hoping that he'll buy some time for Packer now to sneak up on them. Gunner dies as there's just too many sets of eyes watching in that direction. About 68. NJR is, for the record, the 2nd lowest rated player. Bam is for intel, but they will not be active.
Good value out of that lance. Destroying the Miro window. Uh-oh. Well, he does trade for the window, but loses his life. Spoit managed to get that pickup, so it will be an equal man count now.
Gunner harassed by the bees and the phone call. They doubly know where he is, and they'll try to capitalize off of this. Slowed down by a castle barricade. A bad flash will take away Nave's line of sight. He comes up empty-handed, and Gunner is still alive in this exact same spot. He wins the engagement. They had all the information in the world. He gets a 2nd. You knew where he was. You had him dead to rights. And Gunner walks away still alive. He's got Spoit with just a couple feet away, or some backup if needed. NJR will retrieve the diffuser, 35 seconds to go. Where does he opt for, and do they have any intel on him?
Hunting for, he's got pings himself. Yellow pings being given for the player over by Janitor. Doesn't know where the last one is, though. This is going to be awkward. Actually, the guy in Janitor, no idea.
Spoit heard him. Every time you lean, the point of what I was saying about the console players is that micro adjustments, movements, reloading, even just like pulling out a secondary gadget, etc. All of those things make noise, Jesse. And that's why it's so important to clear comms.
Parker. They've got no idea.
Diffuser might catch them off guard. A sloppy bit of gunplay. Bambazu almost has time to turn around and do some serious damage back to this defender on the run. Diffuser, you better hope that that kill was high value because you're the last one left. He shoulders a bit of damage, drops as he sees one up top. He almost makes it work, if not for NJR. In uncharted territory here, Jesse. This isn't something that we've really ever dealt with before. Diffuser gets caught out by Bambazu as a nitro cell was attempted, and DZ are doing an awful lot of typing in the chat. Eventually, that will start to wear your opponent down, and now Spoit dies as well, as Bolo had gone for the death mark. Spoit caught standing completely still down below, and DZ are taking full advantage of whatever frustration might be in the minds of M80.
Yeah, DZ not usually a team that types all that much, but they're really trying to. I think they're trying to use the situation. NJR shoots the body of Gunner after he claims his kill. Full basement control now for DarkZero. Top floor as well. Packer needs to be a hero. Finds one. Shotgun out for the second. Runs back though, doesn't find the swing from Bolo, leaving Kino in a 1v3. Can't do anything more than that, and they will fall. The hatch as he is getting tracked, leaves Packer alone. Talk about somebody who's got to step up, but he's seen up through the soft wall.
They're trading back and forth effectively. But there's no contingency plan here for M80 beyond the lurk above. Gunner spotted by Pambazoo, who is sitting over top of the hatch. And the last two players from M80 will find themselves in a very dangerous position. Kino under watch from that death mark. His position given away. Diffuser will equalize numbers. Now it's Pambazoo to rush towards the bomb site to help his team. Hit it from the back. He's got the marks. Concerned with the last player over towards gold. Down he goes at the hands of NJR. Out. Diffuser will have to come, as now NJR gets the plant at the halfway mark. Diffuser thinks that he's faking it. NJR off of the plant, and Diffuser wins the 1v. Okay. But either way, completely different story now. Bodega said to Kangaroo Kenny over the barricade, just wait, you'll see some attacks. Gunner with a kill. Kobe technically got the first. Spoit now baring his teeth. Kobe punished for that. Diffuser dropped. Bolo dies. Nafe on the board. It's all up to Spoit as Diffuser's now been picked back up. So 2 players on the board for M80. Nafe and NJR will be spotted by that logic bomb. They've got a good read on both of them. NJR dies. Nafe is the last man standing. It's him and Spoit in a 1v1. A very critical round. Point of HP. Instead, he's going to take the fight to Nafe. Nafe is at the top of the stairs. Spoit's looking the wrong way. Nafe with the higher rate of fire, but Spoit, one of the most mechanically gifted players in the world. Nafe peeks him. Spoit had no intel. Entirely possible that DarkZero skates to a big win.
Yeah.
But we'll never know because of what transpired at the tail end.
Minute 15 to clear things out, and Nafe will be the first point of contact.
Oh, he botches the first shot on the Kino though, Jesse. He had a golden opportunity.
He should be fine. Gunner hitting the back as well on the Nook. Do they expect this? They do. Bolo is ready for it. Hits a beautiful shot to take down Gunner. And with 30 seconds left, the execute will commence.
Toxic gas will go. Diffuser with an EMP down in the midst of the site. Packer goes for a plant that's not in the default spot. Kino will look over top, wait for any utility to come out, but it's not present. DarkZero allow M80 to walk in and walk out like robber barons in the night. Kobe now ascending the stairs. He's got Bolo with him. One will go towards open area, the other, the hatch above, and Diffuser will have to pick his poison. What does he deal with? He hears the footsteps above. All the while, DarkZero will have to also watch the clock. A drop will come in from the Fenrir of Bolo. Diffuser good enough for one, not for more than that. Packer and Kino positioned up as only 10 seconds remain for DarkZero. They have to hop on the case, but they're miles away. Down goes Kino. Packer last man standing over towards blue. He stops it in its tracks. Pambazoo holding it, but I think it's too late. It's gonna come down to the wire. Does he get it? No! M80 will engage early. Bolo on the vigil. Nook. As Gunner walks up and gets punished, Bolo was prepared and ready for it, and Bolo gets 2 before dropping away. Kino blows up to Kobe's Nitro Cell. Jesse, we are 1 minute. His gadget never really goes away. Diffuser now being attempted by Packer as Diffuser watches Diffuser, but in the other direction now, trying to keep the Diffuser in the hands of Packer safe by packing up what remains of this Capkin, but it will not be had. A flawless round from DarkZero as they get the final 2 kills and then hop on the case as well. DZ will move to series point. They want a date.
They know that there's often a player out here on the rappel. Sometimes it is... Oh, wow, what a shot. That's the information.
At 12. Pambazoo at 8, not far behind him. 9 for Bolo, and then Spoit at 7. Diffuser on the board. Gunner picks up a second. Very valuable picks to keep M80 in this. DarkZero have a lot of wiggle room, Jesse, but they cannot let go of this game. If M80 can grasp that momentum, this can shift in an instant. NJR's now giving himself away. Gunner and Diffuser, a terrific round between the 2 of them. The newest alone. Bolo gets back safely. A Yokai is gone as well. I think that's Pambazu still playing above, trying to buy time. Spoit dropped. When you go all in on a rush strat, you better make sure it prevails. And in this case, it certainly is not. Jesse, they went for broke. They turned their pockets inside out, looking for some spare for M80, and one that I have no doubt will be discussed extensively with M80 suffering through this result. A first for us. The penalty giving DZ some motivation.
But overall, DarkZero, they got it done. NJR being the top, got Bolo right underneath, Pamba in third. I mean, it was a wonderful performance from both teams, but again, DarkZero were not only great on their defenses, but super solid on their attacks and their executes.
Now, just very quickly, you might have been wondering what I referenced to with Lax and what Lax was referencing to. We'll get into the storyline a little later. All you need to know at the moment is in map 3, DarkZero were given a free round. We'll talk about it in a second once we've got the whole analyst desk here to break it down. But ultimately, at the end of the day, do you think the better team has won?
Absolutely. DarkZero put in the work, showed it. Like I said, from map 1 to map 2 to map 3 was just a